Welcome to the Running with James podcast, where every High Rocks athlete, OCR competitor, and the everyday runner has a place. We're passionate about building a community that supports, building confidence that empowers, and building champions who rise. Together, we'll push limits and chase what moves us. Remember, when you change your mind, you change your life. Now here's your host, James Wyatt.
And welcome back to another edition of Running with James. My name is James Wyatt. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry.
It's Thursday. You're happy.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Is there a song about Thursday? It's Thursday, something like that?
No.
That's Friday. My bad.
It's close.
But technically it is Friday because we released these on Friday. So you done messed it up for everybody. See, everybody thought we were supposed to be pretending.
I'm new. I got a whole year. I'm just gonna blame it on being new.
There is a song
what's your name?
called Thursday.
Lauren. There's a Thursday song?
It's by, you wouldn't know the artist, by Jesse Glynn. I should know this because I have it on my Spotify.
How's it go? Give us some bars.
I'm not
Spit
doing
some
it.
bars.
I'm not doing it.
Spit some bars.
No, it's like a sad
it.
song.
Oh.
It's I won't wear makeup on Thursday. It's a sad song. It's
Okay.
Well, it's not sad. It's empowering, but it has a sad undertone to it.
It's empowering.
It's lady empowering.
Okay.
No.
You're right. I won't be interested in it.
You have no interest in it. See, I know my audience here.
You're smart.
My
You're
audience
learning.
in this room.
You're learning.
I am.
Well, it's been a week, guys. These weeks keep flying by. It is now August. Did y'all know that? I don't know if y'all realized it's August.
I realized it 2 days in.
Yeah. Which means that's basically Christmas time. I mean, we're in the holidays.
No.
So
Not far from it.
we're not. I mean, think about it. We live our lives by training blocks, right? So we are only, 2.5 training blocks away from Dallas, High Rocks, right?
Yeah.
So
How many?
August, September, October, so
About
three training blocks.
3 full training.
Yeah,
blocks.
and then 2 from the
Half marathon.
Coach Carlos UT half marathon extravaganza birthday blowout.
That's it.
Yeah, this is going to be celebrating your 55th birth anniversary. What is it?
55? You were here at the
5-0.
5-0.
Yes.
Dude, have you really thought about that number? Like how big that number is?
Yes.
That is a big number.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like you remember being a kid and meeting somebody who was 40 and thinking, my God, that dude's like Methuselah.
Methuselah.
Yes, I am. It's like I think back. It's feels like a long time ago. Certain kind of milestones, 30, 40, but
That was a long time ago
But
to see
it
it.
doesn't feel that long as well at the
No.
same time. So
No. And you don't
it's
look
weird.
Anywhere near 50.
No.
That's
not
facts.
You're gonna say
You don't look
49.
anywhere
I'm ready
near
I'm ready for the
No,
yeah,
bro.
the
I'm
dip.
pretty sure when we stand next to each other, people think I'm the older person. Okay, they don't believe you're a decade older than me.
All right. People, feel free to mention that if
Yeah.
you think that.
I'm pretty sure they do plenty of times.
So I used to think that Carlos and I were peers, right? I
Oh,
just
and-
assumed we were about the same age.
yeah.
I'm at an awkward age. I'll turn 40 in a couple months, right? And so, when you're in your late 30s.
How's
you
that
can-
an awkward age?
I think
Well,
you were
it's
younger
like
than me.
it's like people you tell somebody your age that's older than you, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're just a baby,
Okay,
right?
I get
but
you,
then
I
you
get you.
feel more senior than certain
Yeah.
people,
Sure.
and
Yes, I
you're
get you.
married, you got kids, right? So I can still relate to the kids in their 20s,
Yeah.
right? But I can relate to people in their 50s on let's talk parenting or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I assumed Carlos and I are peers.
Not that
Then I
he's your
saw-
grandfather. He could be your grandfather.
I saw something Gabby posted online. And I think it was celebrating your birthday last year or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Somehow awareness was brought to your age, and it clicked for me yo, this guy is a decade my senior. And that was very inspiring for me.
Decade, my senior. I love the way you said that, man. Oh, that's so good.
Well, I told him the next Sunday, the very next Sunday Fun Day after making this discovery, I shook his hand. I was like, thank you for putting the image in front of me of what I want to do
There it
10
is.
years from now. Like,
There it is.
seriously.
Yeah.
Because he smokes me on the track, and I'm
I try.
inspired by that. I love that. I'm real big on being thrilled and not threatened, right?
Yeah.
You see something dope somebody has going on.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like, yo, that wakes something up inside of me. That's what I'm trying to go get, right?
Yeah.
And so,
You should make that like a sticker. I like that. Thrilled, not threatened.
nice.
That is good.
Yeah.
I like that
I like
a
that.
lot.
Great saying.
I mean, that's the underlying motto, man. We just try to uplift each other, try to make
100%.
each other
That's
better. We
kinda-
challenge one another.
What's that saying? The boats together, rising tide.
Yeah.
We're-
Rising tides lift boats.
Rising
something like
tide
that.
lifts all
All
boats.
boats. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Rising
Yeah.
tide
Now,
lifts all
so
boats.
careful who you.
So you're the tide, bro. That's how strong you are. You are the 50 whatever year old tide
50-0. You keep it's gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. But
Here's the deal: like, there's not many people in our group that are like older than me. There's a couple, but not
Yes.
many. And so I feel like the younger ones, especially because I work with a lot of kids. So as far as the kids are concerned, I am like ancient. I'm really, really old. My daughter shames me on a regular basis. She says I'm old and decrepit. Like, that's what she says.
I will tell a funny story. 2 years ago, when we were in Manchester for the High Rocks Championship, we all were in the stands, and they're making an announcement, and they're like, and now to the oldest competitor. And as about to announce the name, James said, Carlos, go ahead, stand up. Which was very good. It was very funny. I laughed. I thought that was, if it's a good jab, I would gladly applaud it. So it was funny.
Well, all things, I think, come back around, because I remember being, in my 20s or so, and there was a guy that went to our church here, and he was bald, and he was older, but I mean, he was like one of the youth pastors, I think. And so I'd kind of chuckle with him and mess with him, and he was my age that I am now. And I'd give him such a hard time about everything. And he's like, oh, you just wait. You just wait. It's like, there ain't going to be no waiting, bro. And now I'm like his age now, and he always loves to come back and see me. He's like, if I don't have a hat on especially, he's like, so how's that head going? It's like,
great.
it's going just fine along with my abs. How are yours doing?
Oh,
I like to kind of like
wow.
come back
No.
with it just a little bit. But he's an awesome guy. He's funny. But he likes to remind me that I'm now his age. So it's a good time. So you guys hear that voice on that silky smooth, soft. It's like, you may not know. I always say this and nobody knows. The Quiet Storm. It's like 102 Jam.
Ooh.
Right? That's kind of what I remind a lot of time when you talk for some reason. It's real
great.
smooth. I love it.
Remember the movie The Ladies' Man? He's the DJ.
Alex, calm down.
No, I don't mean it that way. No,
He's
got
going to be
that
offering
voice.
fifth sandwiches.
I don't mean it that. He's got that voice. It was that smooth voice.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that smooth voice you hear is our guest today. Lauren, why don't you introduce our guest?
I will introduce our guest. Of course, my notes shut down as soon as you said
But
that.
of course.
Of course. All right, guys. So super excited. Today on the Running with James podcast, we're bringing on a guest with a passion for developing the whole human. Terry Williams, we're so excited to have you. He is a certified strength and conditioning specialist, a certified neuroscience coach, keynote speaker, and a man on a mission to speak life into both the body and the mind. With a journey that spans the gym owner and ministry leader to conditioning coach for professional athletes and ambassador for global lifestyle brands, Terry has worn many hats, but one has remained constant, and that is his unwavering commitment to loving people well. As a proud UT alum, devoted father, and husband, Terry brings a unique blend of science, spirit, and soul into every space he enters. Please welcome to the show, Terry Williams.
Oh, thank you.
I should have pressed the button.
Oh,
I never get to use the buttons.
Oh my gosh, when you said that, I thought you meant like the record button. I'm like, I don't want to have to say all that again. Okay.
No, the applause button.
Oh yeah,
It's the new board, so I don't have them all
we have all
memorized.
these buttons.
Yeah, I love playing with the buttons, but then I mess it up, and then
It's okay. We end up editing them out.
yeah, we end up getting edited out. So, well, welcome, sir. We appreciate you being here.
Hey, thanks. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
I'm a listener. I love the Running with James podcast. I'm always
Liking
checking
that.
out the new episodes.
love
So
it.
it feels like a big honor to be here.
Well, it's we're honored to have you here, so I really appreciate it. I feel like Lauren and I have been talking about it, and I was like, "Are we going to get Terry on?" She's like,
know.
"Yeah, we're going to get him on. We're going to get him on anytime soon." Yeah, he was on Rocky's podcast last week. She's like, "Oh, was he?"
I
Okay.
didn't see it until after, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, "We should have had that first. I mean, we should have had it." So, but welcome, man. I'm glad you're here.
No doubt. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So today, guys, we are going to talk not anything necessarily. We always have like some kind of topic like, be death to beast mode, or are you running your, tantalizing things to try to tickle your ears and get you to listen at least for more than 10 to 15 minutes. But today we're just going to have a conversation, if that's cool with you.
I love that.
And just kind of talk specifically, kind of maybe give a little bit about your background, where you're coming from,
sure.
what brought you to this place. I know you do a lot of like motivational speaking or mindset speaking, things of that nature. So, kind of lead us into that. Like, where are you coming from? How did you get to this place today? How'd you get in that chair?
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Looking to take your running to the next level? Whether you're just getting started or chasing the next PR, my dad, Coach James, and BC Fitness have you covered. Join our in-person or online run coaching. Plug into our free weekly run club and train alongside a community that's built different. From High Rocks and OCR to daily group fitness classes at our Houston gym. This is where athletes are made, Come run with us, train with us, grow with us. Visit mybcfit.com and start building your best.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that I was born to be a coach, right? So when I was a kid, I did youth sports.
Okay.
I was the annoying kid on the basketball team who didn't care as much about game day as I did about practice and preparation.
Okay.
So I'm bugging the coach asking nutrition questions. I'm bugging my mom saying, hey, can you drop me off 10 minutes earlier, please? Because I want to get some extra reps. I want to get more warm up, right? And so at that age, I understood it to just be this pressure from my dad, who was an elite athlete back in his day, pushing me into athletics. But what I began to understand about myself is, geez, I love athletic performance, but not for the same reasons as everybody else. It's not about the stat lines and the outcomes and the trophies. It was literally about becoming a better version of myself.
Nice.
And so naturally, I go off to college. I start studying some stuff I'm not interested in. I'm in a midterm exam one day, and I'm looking around the room like, everybody else here has some skin in the game and their future is at stake. And the score of this test will determine some big things. But I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to make a career out of this. I was kind of interested in it enough to start, but I don't want to finish. So I go to an academic advisor, and he challenges me, and he says, finish the degree you're currently working on, get some prerequisites on the side as a minor, and then go back and get a master's degree in what you ultimately want to do.
Yeah.
And so that challenged me. Like, I can't back out, change my major. I don't want to end up in more student loan debt, changing my major. Right. And so I decided I'm going to pursue health and human performance. Finished out my degree in College of Communications, came back, did health and human performance, got that master's, and I paired it with a CSCS, right? So strength and conditioning. My dream was I'm going to be an NFL strength and conditioning coach.
All right.
So I started working with some off-season guys. One of the guys tells me very bluntly, he's playing for a bad team. Like, it wasn't going well. He's like, I don't mean to poop on your dream, but he's like, my head coach is going to get canned because we suck. Guess what's going to happen to the strength coach?
He's gone too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to bring in their guys, right?
I had to think about it, right? Like, I want to be a husband and a dad one day. Do I want to come home and be like, hey, sweetheart, so bad news, I'm fired. Good news, we're moving to Cincinnati tomorrow. Like, that just doesn't sound like the hop around thing. And so he challenged me, like, hey, establish what you want to establish right here at home. You don't have to work with one team. You can work with people from all kinds of teams.
Sure.
Started a strength and conditioning facility. My wife is a genius. She's brilliant. She ran the business as I ran the fitness. And we were able to host everyday people who wanted to get fit. But I was able to really live the dream of running NFL offseason camps, working with the UFC guys, things like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that piece of it kind of took off.
Okay.
You start working with athletes, all the conditioning kind of becomes a mindset coaching relationship, especially in combat sports. UFC, we're talking major mindset themes there, right? And then opportunities would come where eventually I'd start working with NBA franchises. I got to work with the Celtics for 4 years as a mindset coach.
Wow.
That's
Beautiful experience.
Yeah.
And then just recently, I just really sat with, I'm about to turn 40. What do I want to do for the next 40 years?
Yeah.
And it's a different kind of coaching, right? And there's a whole lot more to that story as well. Like, we had to deal with the impermanence of our gym. Like, we got 12 great years. The outcome wasn't necessarily what we wanted. Tricky situation. An investor had to go a different direction.
Yeah.
And so we did have to close our doors.
Okay.
But I'm in a moment where I'm looking at outcome. That's not what I desired. And then impact. Whoa. 12 amazing years when the average small business lasts for 5.
Sure, yeah.
Thousands of lives changed.
Yeah.
People came in with suicidal ideation, but they're still here today. Their
awesome.
life was changed.
Yeah.
People were told they would battle infertility for life. They have babies. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that because the gym was here, babies were brought into the world, powerful. So
Yeah.
I loved that era. And then now in this new era, it's like I'm coaching, but I'm not coaching physical fitness. I'm coaching mental and emotional fitness.
Okay.
And taking that stuff that I was able to share in elite athletic spaces into corporate spaces, doing keynotes and stuff like that. So basically, to sum all that up, I'm a dude that loves to run his mouth about mindset stuff.
Okay. Nice. Nice. I love it. Well, I'll tell you this. So, you know, you've been coming now to, to several of the things, the run group stuff we've been doing now for a little while. I mean,
And I love it.
about almost a year, maybe?
Yeah, I think a little over a year, actually.
Yeah.
I started just before summer of 2024.
Okay, sweet. So, like, one of the things that I always think about is, you know, we do our best to try to make I don't want to say a safe space. That's not the right term, but a welcoming space for anyone.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember there was, where actually Lauren and I met, there was a gym that was like, because we were all like ninjas. We wanted to be like American Ninja Warrior, all that stuff, right? So that's where we all met. and the owner of that particular facility, like I did a lot to try to help him. Like I wanted to, I loved the idea of what he was doing,
Yeah.
and I wanted to support that and help him build it. That was it. That was the extent of it, right? And there was a certain point where I think maybe my influence got a little too great, and I think there was a certain level of being threatened, and so I wanted to really partner and like push and whatever. And so when I started BC Fitness, I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that like Houston's a big city.
Yeah.
Houston's a huge city.
Yeah. So,
we don't have to like, it's not you versus me. We can work together. We can do it. And one of the things that stood out to me about you is that you had gyms,
Yeah.
right? And that you would come to the Sundays and you would actually listen, and you would you looked like you were, whether you were or not, you looked engaged and like you were trying to learn some stuff. And that really impressed me because you weren't threatened. You didn't like come in like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about or anything like that. You had a genuine like desire, it looked like, to learn something and to connect and whatever. So that was one of the first things I think about you that really stood out to me, and then I really appreciated.
Wow. It means the world, dude.
Well,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I believe that we can only ever lead from the place of our learnings.
Yeah.
And also, to be candid, I think coaches just need coaches.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I want to be coached.
Yeah.
And so there was a freedom that I felt in not having to call the shots, right? Like, I pull up, like, hey, give me that smoke, put me through the ringer here. And I don't have a criticism for the way a coach is instructing me in coaching. I'm like, this feels good to honor a coach.
Yeah,
right?
that's awesome.
And it's helped me a ton. Like, Sunday fun days have been great. I mean, some Sundays are not fun days for me, right?
Well, most of the time they're not really.
And I appreciate that, right? Like, leaning into the discomfort,
right,
and seeing how incrementally over time I am absolutely getting better. Mm-hmm. And it's, macro, big idea, great programming, and awesome community, but also micro. It's the little things. It's like when you're watching me turn a corner when I'm tired on the track and you're saying something really simple like quicken your cadence.
Yeah.
And I get these reminders like, don't work harder, don't strive, don't force it, don't overstride. There is something practical I can do. Quicken my cadence.
Yeah.
And then here comes smoother pace, right?
Yeah.
And so the value of great coaching is just, it is invaluable. And so I appreciate you for that.
I appreciate that. Man, look at all this appreciation going on.
Say,
We're just throwing
man,
appreciation and
this
we're
is like a
making it
big
rain
old-
appreciation in
I
here.
hear that in my dreams, my nightmares. Quicken the cadence. What? Just
Yeah.
in his voice too. I'm a racist. I hear that. Quicken the cadence. So
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. I have one of those voices. I feel like that's like I don't know. It sears
with
into
you.
your brain, and it's not a good thing. My brother, we don't look alike. I mean, I think if people find out we're brothers, they can see it. You know what I'm saying? But like, we don't look the same, and but our voices
They're very similar.
eerily like the same tone. Like we don't have the same connotations. We don't say the same types of words, right? Like, he's a very firm believer in his blackness. He's like, that's the direction he's going, and he always takes my black card away from me. And so but when we talk and I'm listening to him, it is the most annoying thing in the world. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just want to, sometimes I tell him, I'm like, dude, I just want to slap you right now. This is like, it sounds just like me, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. I don't know if you understand that, but like listening to yourself talk can be aggravating.
I hear that.
So I love the whole mindset thing. I love how that concept, I mean, obviously, if you listen to the podcast, we always sign off, everything is change your mind, change your life, right?
And I love that.
And so, I'm a firm believer, that a lot of times it starts between the ears. My dad used to say, use your brain for something more than keep your ears apart type situation.
Ooh, I like that.
Right? So just think about what it is you're doing, be focused, right? And be willing to learn. So, when it comes to like the mindset coaching, what are some like main things that you focus on? Maybe what are some of the challenges that, a lot of people have? Because the more I coach, the more I feel like, yes, people are unique, but there's a lot of similarities across the board.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to unlock your full potential? I want to introduce you to the Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast, a powerful resource to transform your life today. With expert interviews, practical tips, and inspiring stories, this podcast is your roadmap to lasting wellness. Here's what a listener has to say.
I used to struggle with my health, but this podcast changed everything. It's like having a personal trainer, nutritionist, and life coach totally for free.
With over 2,000 5-star reviews, we're a podcast you can trust. The Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, for sure. I think that with mindset, one thing that's true is you can't think your way out of dysregulation.
Mm-hmm.
And so where I started the work was, let's get people mentally strong.
Okay.
And I think that came from a place of, I wanted to get myself more mentally strong.
Mm-hmm.
What I learned, though, is the more we lean into vulnerability and acknowledging our weaknesses, the stronger we actually become.
Yeah.
Right? So, like we talked about, being subjected to somebody else's coaching, for example,
Yeah.
right? One example out of the many. But really, I think that mindset relies on not just making up your mind that you want to do something, but really doing the homework,
Okay.
really sitting with it. Having a regulated nervous system is a different thing from having a made-up mind.
Mm-hmm.
And change your mind, change your life. I love that because that points to exactly what actually needs to happen to get an unlock.
Yeah.
You've got to, from a fundamental standpoint, building it from the ground up, have a renewed state of mind in order to step into a new embodied reality,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go to Sunday Fun Days, and I'm like, frick, it's hot out here. I think I just felt a twinge of a calf cramp, but I haven't even hit the track for my warm-up yet. I feel a little bit like, man, I'm seeing the big dogs out here. You know, the horses are roaming, right? And I would feel like this intimidation almost.
Mm-hmm.
I had to remind myself in moments like that, you feel anxiety, but it's actually excitement,
Yeah.
right? Like there's this principle in neuroscience, and without giving you the big heady textbooky words, it's you spot it, you got it.
Okay.
To put it in simplest terms, when you spot something that makes you feel a little bit like, oh shoot, if I could have that, I'd be where I want to be,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'm worthy of that. When you feel that, it's actually your brain signaling to your body, this is where I want to be.
Okay.
And it's go time.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so started off doing mindset coaching, not really knowing what I was getting into because it was requested of me from the athletes I worked with.
Okay.
But then pursued actual formal curriculum, did a Harvard program on it. Nice. The more I learn, the more I realize that there is an infinite amount to be learned.
Yeah.
And then also that it's ultimately fundamentally simple. It is change your mind, change your life.
Right.
It's approach things with a game plan. It's look to the future, zoom out, and understand what your big goal is, because it's not to get a faster race time or to lose 10 pounds. Like, what does fulfillment look like for you? What does ultimate victory and joy look like?
Mm-hmm.
And then after zooming out, you zoom in.
Yeah.
What's on my agenda today? What am I accountable to, and who am I accountable to, so that I'm taking steps toward that ultimate goal?
Nice.
And it absolutely does change your life.
Yeah. No, I love that. No, I think, one of the things that, we always talk about when I'm in my coaching sessions and with my athletes and, talking to these guys and stuff is I find that when people are struggling, it's not usually they're struggling to go do a run, right? Or they're struggling to get, this particular workout in. Oftentimes it's like all the challenges of what your mind's going through, the doubt, the hesitations, and so as a coach, you're more, I think more like mentor, mentee type, discipleship almost type relationship. And so when you're helping guide this athlete or this person through this process, 9 times out of 10, it really is less about, like, the workouts are easy, in my opinion. Like, anybody can put workouts together, Obviously, it takes a good coach to put good workouts together that progress. But, if you follow the rules, if you just go off of the law, anybody can do that. I think it's the flip side of it is learning, how do you keep people engaged? How do you keep them motivated? How do you help them find their why, or that big, 30,000-foot view to see, okay, I'm doing this really because I'm trying to, have a healthier life, or be able to pick my kids up, my grandkids up, or, sustain whatever. And so I think that is a huge part of what fitness really is all about. And really what we're trying to accomplish through, the High Rocks Run Club or through BC. And I think honestly, High Rocks to an extent kind of does a good job of that as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the great things about bringing that running element into this, because there's such a mental tenacity that you need to have to go for, extended periods of time. And, so I think that mental part of it. So the actual change your mind, change your life actually comes from a scripture.
Yeah.
So
is it Romans 12 too?
It is.
Be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
That's
Love
exactly it, right?
Yeah.
Daily. So, when I'm talking to people on a regular basis, the concept of, I'm not who I used to be because of these subtle, small changes that I'm making over an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And so what ends up happening is that mind shift as it changes. I was on a call today, a young lady, she actually had an injury. I mean, she was already a good athlete. I mean, she was legit. And is legit. I say is legit. But she had a major knee injury, just some fluke. She went and was on vacation, hurt herself, right? So she's been coming back from that. And, she has this, like, high performing attitude, those types of people that, like, if it's not full tilt boogie, if it's not like, she is going to do everything she can to succeed, and I respect that and I love that about her. But like, as we've been going through this process, she's had a lot of limitations, she's had a lot of things she wants to do, but she's not able to do. So we've had to, like, kind of manage through that and work through that. And she's inspired me because I've seen, like, this growth in her as an athlete, and she's done less than she wants to do, right? Physically.
Yeah.
But she's still improved. Like, she's fit. Like, she's probably fitter than 75% of the people out there. And she hasn't been able to run for 3 or 4 months, And so just looking at her and seeing, like, her positive attitude about that is so encouraging to me, because a lot of people, that type of stuff would happen. And then it's just, it's the end. I can't do anything anymore.
Woe be me kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think that, for me, that was, it's one of those things that sometimes I look to my athletes as, like, they're inspiring me, right? They're encouraging me.
And that's when you know you're doing it right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, you can say humbly, the people who look to me for inspiration are indeed my source of inspiration.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so it's all a symbiotic relationship. We're all connected. And I think the closer we are as a community, as a team or what have you, I think the whole senior citizen rising tide thing over here plays out so well. And I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, I enjoy a good jab.
I'm ashamed of myself.
I'm going to give you a compliment.
Oh, really?
Yes, no,
I don't know what's about. I'm really scared right now. I'm not going to lie.
It's going to be 100% compliment. I forgot to even tell him your sock game has been up.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying that sock game.
Oh, yeah, he got hated on for some socks.
I'll ask you. Okay, we'll take a side note. I'll ask you. Okay, let's say you have a pair of black shoes.
Okay.
That have huge white stripes on them.
Yep.
What color socks would you wear with those?
Okay, so
because this guy's got his apparel game is on point. So
I appreciate that.
I'll listen.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the versatility answer. The shoes are black and white. Okay. I think the socks need to be black and or white. Now,
white. Okay.
So in my opinion, and I'm feeling the tension in the room. Like,
this
is going to
no.
Whatever answer I give is going to be controversial. But here's
100%.
Okay.
It will be.
I have a pair of white socks that have black stripes on them.
Okay.
I'd be down to wear those with black shoes that have white stripes on them.
Okay.
Okay.
I respect that.
I have a pair of black socks that have white words on them. I would rock those with black shoes
for sure
that have white stripes on them.
Okay.
I could go with some all whites or some all blacks. I'm just going to, the versatility is dope.
All right. See what I'm saying?
Like, if y'all noticed that Sunday Fun Day where Joyce will rock the purple Puma DV8 Nitros.
Yep.
And she's got the matching purple socks.
Yeah.
And the top rim of the socks is the same neon yellow as the soles.
Oh,
of the
no, she
shoes.
coordinates like a boss.
That's
really
fire.
plans it out.
I think, making my point, I think the same principle plays out with black and white.
I agree fully. I fully agree. So, like, let's say you have a pair of white socks that have little black lightning bolts on them. I think that lines up really nice, because not only are you getting the subtlety of the black attaching to the shoe, but you get that lightning bolt, so you know it's fast.
All I say was you're probably ahead of your time.
They shamed me.
That's all.
Actually, specifically, his wife shamed me because I had the white socks on. She called me an old man or something like it. Wasn't like
that was Tommy.
Okay.
Tommy said you should have.
Well, Tommy only wears black,
and that's it.
Gray, and like Batman, really, really dark blue.
And charcoal.
I think that's what he thinks he is. I think he thinks he's Batman. That's why he only wears the dark colors.
He'd be an expert in wearing black. That's all I'm saying. He would be the expert in wearing
black cap and specs. That's his vibe.
Yeah.
Tommy does not. She does not shift.
He doesn't.
Color.
He's like Zuckerberg. Anytime you see him, you know what he's wearing.
You know exactly.
Okay, right. And he always pulls it off well too.
Very well. So Terry sounds like he convinced me. I apologize.
See, and I think that's key right there. You've got to have a teachable spirit. You have to have that attitude where somebody can come in here and change your opinion in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, pound that out right now.
Thank you for lending your opinion to this really hot topic. That's been like between them.
I mean, I've let it go, but you keep bringing it up.
No, well, I was complimenting. I was like, oh, man, that looked really those Ling shoes.
Yeah.
With the so I was like, man, this shoe game's on point with socks. It was looking good.
Well, now
the Nings are sick.
Yeah,
they're pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
they do look cool. I will. The color combo is really nice. I really like the other ones, like kind of like a yellow to pink. Kind of
the second one's the higher stack one.
The lower ones, like the color. I like the look of.
Oh, okay.
The other ones, I mean, the whites with. They look good. They're a good looking shoe. I will not disagree with that. So the jury's still out though on those. I don't know. Like. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll wait for the shoe review.
You have to wait for the shoe.
We'll wait for the shoe review.
That's right. It's going to come in hot. So, but I used to be very. It's actually a little upsetting when I go into my closet now because I have a closet full of like dress shoes and like suits.
Used to dress.
And I haven't worn any of them in a very long time.
Yeah.
Right. And I like to dress up. I like to look good.
Yeah.
I like to. I like to coordinate.
Yeah, because athletic gear is now your suit and tie.
It is.
So when you get a chance to dress up, you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm that way too.
Yeah. So, but I do like to coordinate. But now I'm almost to the point now where I'm just wearing shorts and t-shirts all the time.
Yep.
And I got the same 20 pair of socks, so I'm trying to like get some different colors.
Yeah.
So I can, I'm trying to let the
change
inner
it
me
up.
out.
No, we're just waiting for Lauren's wedding. We can all dress up.
I can't wait for everyone to
I'll wear
wear like
long
their
pants
shoes.
and a t-shirt.
That's it.
I'll say, I like how we put the pressure on my wedding when I'm there's no ring on any finger.
I'm just
the rest of us are married.
Yeah, we're looking.
I guess
that's
that's
be
it.
married. Yeah, so we wanted to dress up.
I'll do my best to make it happen soon, guys. Preferably before you're 60.
Wow,
not that soon. Then that's coming up quick.
That's coming up real quick.
I gotta get on it.
Yeah, get on it now.
I gotta go find me someone
need to
now.
start courting somebody. Oh my gosh.
Arranged marriage, we're down. I ain't got many years left. So
actually,
No.
I don't want to get too far off topic.
No.
What do you say? No, you don't even know what I'm
I
saying.
don't know. He said arranged marriage, and you said actually. So the answer is no. So I don't know if he was even following that up.
It was a conversation a guy was having, and he was saying that dating is only about a 120, 200-year-old concept.
Wow.
Like it's very new. That dating has not been around forever.
Oh, I could see that.
And they were specifically talking about like why isn't dating in the Bible, what have you? And
It was all arranged marriages for goats. And
exactly.
stuff.
And like all these marriages lasted forever, and there was he brought up a specific scripture that was just talking about like how their love was greater than anything, and but they didn't get to choose their person. They didn't like get to see. A lot of times they didn't even see their bride before or their husband before their wedding day. And they were able to create these long-lasting, beautiful relationships. So, that just made me think. I found that very interesting.
Don't they have a TV show about that now?
I don't know. Do they?
Love at First Sight or something?
Love is
That
blind.
might be a
Love
different.
is Blind.
No.
That might be
My
different.
best friend actually very heavily pushed me to audition for that last year when it was in Houston.
Oh,
I would like to see the numbers on those kinds of shows on like how many of those relationships.
Right.
And they're very low.
And then it's like
They're very low.
if you applied to be on a show,
Yeah.
were you actually seeking
Right.
long-lasting relationship, or did you want
You
to
just
be
want the money.
seen
On a
no
show.
disrespect
Yeah.
to anybody who's featured on the show? But
no. No. I
Like, what's
told
the
her-
motivation behind being on the show?
Right.
Are you really struggling that much to find somebody that you got to go on TV, or is it really you just
Yeah.
want to be on TV?
No.
Right. So it's one of those curiosities, man. I love statistics. I love data. Right. I especially love it in training because I feel like, we don't live. I always say, we're not like a slave to anything. You're not a slave to your heart rate, your pace, whatever. But how you feel, all that good stuff. But I love data because when you get enough of it, like one little data point doesn't really. But when you have like this huge conglomeration of data points, it really does paint a very vivid picture. And you usually will have outliers here and there, but like you see this trend.
Yeah.
And so I like seeing those kind of things like people over 50, like I don't know. I can't let it go.
Oh man,
I love it.
I can't let it go.
I'm embracing.
I can't wait
I'm
for
embracing
Carlos'
the
birthday
age.
month. We're just going to make the whole month nothing but 50 jokes.
You know what, Carlos? Here's what you got to do, man.
Let me hear it. Let me give me some advice.
You're performing at a really high level.
High level.
In High Rocks,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah.
So what you need to do, man, is just go ahead and like podium that 50+ division.
Boom.
That's
And just be like, yeah, y'all had
Set
jokes.
the standard.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Y'all
Set that
had
bar.
jokes.
It's
Actually, they have already. This dude and Tommy, because Tommy's also like knocking on 50. So he's 48, I think, or he's going to be 48.
He's
going to be 48 because you're going to be 51. The average at 49.
He'll be 40. Yeah.
Yeah. So next season, they've already made plans for like
I love it. I'm here for this.
Going out there and conquering that 50-year-old group.
Hey, look, we looked at, speaking of athletic performance at more advanced ages, the world marveled at Tom Brady. He was still taking snaps at age 45.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
that doesn't sound old, but I know for that sport, that's
like, do you think he's offended by like old man jokes?
No.
With his 7 Super Bowl rings?
Exactly right.
Not at all.
Exactly right. No, I mean, this dude figured it out, right? He's got good trainers. He's got, all the stuff and all the opportunities in the world. And nobody's over here saying Tom Brady.
Isn't he married to Giselle Bündchen?
No.
He used to be. They divorced.
Oh, they divorced? Oh, I mean, still, he got Giselle Bündchen for a while, so.
He's now rumored to be dating Sydney Sweeney, the actress.
The 27-year-old actress?
Hey, rumors. Who knows true from false? But that's what the internet is saying.
Good for you.
Lord knows the internet's been wrong before.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, lucky them.
Lauren's not a huge fan of older men. And
No, I
younger
really
women.
don't. I really don't care enough. I really don't care enough
Okay.
at all.
I tell my wife all the time, if, heaven forbid, she, goes before I do, I tell her all the time, I will not go out and get remarried to a young woman. Like she won't have to worry about that because I'm not getting married again. I'm just going to get a maid, give her a little French maid outfit, and just let her dust things all throughout the house. She really likes it when I say that.
Have you ever seen Mr. Deeds?
Yes.
Where the maid, she's like, "Would you like me to dust your ficus?"
Yes. It'll be something like that.
Yeah.
Be something
It'll be like
she
that.
won't have a French accent, but I'm going to ask her to speak in a French accent.
And we know that the young girls are clamoring for our lifestyle of going to bed by 8.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Early training runs.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, like
it's just that lifestyle they're all just dying to be part of.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to eat dinner at 5 p.m.
Yeah, my wife has no worries because I am definitely like, I want to get my sleep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have no interest in turning up. I don't need to be on the scene.
No. Dude, I struggled last night. I got home, I ate dinner, and my daughter was sitting next to me, and we were watching some YouTube, like, chef or something that we like to watch. And she like, Daddy. And I was like, huh? Because I'd fallen asleep through like 3 of them, I think, or what have you. And she's like, you don't want to watch this? I was like, I'm trying, baby. It was like 9:30. I was like, could barely keep my eyes open. I was so tired. So I'm feeling like the late nights start around 8:30. Anything past 8:30. So that's why Tuesday, I'm barely holding on Tuesday evenings. By the time we get done running and I get in that car, I mean, I don't even know how I make it home, to be honest with you. It's like, you ever drive somewhere?
You wonder how you got there?
Yes.
That's terrifying.
It's just like a blink of an eye. That's exactly what I feel like. From
That's
Memorial
scary.
Park to my house, I'm just like, thank you, Lord.
Well,
I made
count
it.
your days, Lauren, because that's where you're headed.
I'm
You're
not
on
that
your way.
far behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
y'all
thought you
are
were
right.
younger than
Y'all
me.
are peers.
Yeah.
I thought you
Okay.
were younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I'm knocking on 40's door, I'll tell you what it looks like on the other side, give you a
Thank
little
you.
preview, you know
Nice.
what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
Nice.
Yeah.
But where I'm at right now is like, hey, if somebody invites me to dinner and they're
Gotta be
like, it
early.
starts at 9 p.m., I'm like, oh, no, you're crazy.
Yeah, it's a little late.
Oh yeah, I'm already talking about like going out for his wife's birthday dinner, and they're like, "We're gonna go out," and I'm like, "Out by like, but we'll be done by like 11:30, right? Like that's out." And they're like, "No, we're going out." I'm like,
No, they're talking big right now.
I don't know. I'm
Gabby
like,
is not.
No.
me and Flo are already like, that's kind of late. I kind of want to be home in my pajamas with my dog by then.
Yeah, Gabby is usually in bed by. She's in bed before I am, so
Yeah.
it's a lot of big talk right now.
They're excited. They're excited to hit the town.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think sometimes the idea of things are like
Way
better
more
than
exciting
like
than
the
they
actual
are.
Yep.
implementation of them, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, but so tell me, Terry, as far as like what's something big you got coming up? What are you working on right now?
Definitely focused on High Rocks.
Okay.
I got Dallas this fall in November.
All right.
Houston in the spring in March. And then I'll do another race, I don't know, somewhere else in 2026. That's kind of become my rhythm. Got to hit Dallas and Houston.
Okay.
No,
Regional, local.
No
And then
DECA
gotta-
in September.
I've just started to kind of look into DECA. I
Oh,
haven't
I
done one
mentioned it
yet.
to you
You mentioned it,
recently.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I might dive into some DECA fun. I don't have any
it's
plans
in
right
September. It's the Fit. It's one of the only ones they do of
In Texas.
like where it's actually in a convention center, not like at a small gym. So
Okay.
We've never done one. We've done a couple of smaller gyms, but I think this will be like kind of a good. Oh, you've
I've done one.
Okay.
I've done a Fit. I went to championships for the Fit.
Let's go.
Yeah. So how dare you?
Well, excuse me.
No, it was not that impressive.
But it's a good kind of warm up for High Rocks.
That's great.
So,
yeah,
yeah,
I might do that as a little pit stop in the training program.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Early September. It's perfect.
It's like half the running and all that. So it's like you said, it's a good like kind of marker.
Yeah.
Building you up, see where your fitness at, changes up the movements a
It's
little
only
bit.
a 5K. I think Sunday Fundy's preparing you for the running portion of
Yeah,
it.
really.
I'm sure. Yeah, I've actually never done one.
Yeah.
No.
It's a fun little switch up.
Other than like how they would do them at like the stadium, the Spartan stadiums.
Yeah.
They were when it was first coming out. I went over and messed around a little bit, did whatever little thing, but I've never done one.
I think as far as, fitness wise from High Rocks, I think it's just like techniques, like the box
Yeah.
step overs.
Yeah.
it's little
And
things like
then
that.
If you haven't touched the assault bike,
on
obviously
the
get
assault
on
bike.
that. And other than that, everything else is just kind of,
You've done it.
the tank they use is obviously not as hard as the sleds and High Rocks, but
Yeah.
it is a different feel rhythm to it. But
Yeah, different movement patterns, but it's still hybrid sport.
Yeah.
You're going to
For
run and
sure.
you're going to work. And
Yeah.
You're going to deal with compromise.
pacing
run.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of athletes that are doing it, and there are several of them have been like really nervous. They're like, "Oh, I've never done one." I'm like, "You've done all the High Rocks movements. You'll be fine. If you can do a High Rocks, you can breeze through the deck of movements because it's the same thing. And I mean, half the running, so you're not as gassed from that, which I think is really nice.
Should
So
come.
It's a fun time.
We have like 15, 20 people.
Sounds like it. Sounds
we
like
have
pretty
quite a
good.
few people
program.
going.
Rolling deep. Okay.
Yeah,
Going back to Austin.
Started out with
back
like
to the
3.
homeland.
Yeah.
So
It's a great
Yeah, you went to
city,
UT too, right?
I went to UT.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
I
Hook 'em
did.
horns, man.
I know. And many years ago.
I didn't say it.
I know you were looking. Yeah, I had
I
that
was
look.
not gonna
You
say
had- Oh,
anything.
he had the look.
I was
So,
not. Please, man.
So speaking of UT, like
Yeah.
I thought initially when I met you that you were a football player from UT because you are super into the games. Like
I'm
you've
just
been
a
on.
massive fan.
You're a
from
massive
UT,
fan.
you've
Like
probably
you
done it
are.
big.
Like I've seen you on like the news for UT. Like
Yeah.
you're at every major game. You seem to be like a person in the know.
Yeah. So the news thing, that's funny. So there's a local news anchor who, back when I was at UT, was on the Palm Squad. So not cheerleaders, but think like drill teams.
Okay.
Right? And
was
so
her name?
her name is Brianna Connor.
Okay.
So she used to, be part of the org at UT football. Now she's in media here in Houston with one of our news stations. She hit up me and Ash, my wife, about doing a feature because it was, Texas was about to play Texas A&M, all the rivalry banter and stuff. Which, for the record, they probably got the wrong guy if they wanted like a bunch of rivalry hype.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Oh.
like,
It's not you.
I love everybody. I'm not
Like trash talking or like
yeah,
that's what they wanted?
and
Okay.
really, truth be told, Carlos, you can probably attest to this. Aggies hate Longhorns.
Oh yeah.
Longhorns look at Aggies like, cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Let's line it up and let's play football.
I used to work with a lot of Aggies when I was in the oil field, and TU.
It's like,
Hey.
why do you have to say our name backwards and put our logo upside down?
Yes, I'm like-
Ultimately, we play football, and somebody's going to win,
Yes.
and we kind of know how that's going to go. So anyway, back to the story. So we were asked to do this feature on, they call it Longhorn Love. And so
Okay.
basically it was like, the slogan at University of Texas is "What starts here changes the world," and so they kind of played on that and how our relationship started there, and then now we're here and got 3 beautiful kiddos.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And y'all like, go to a lot of the games and
Yeah, we try to get out to at least one home game a
Yeah.
year. And then when I'm not at the games, I'm screaming at the TV about the games. And I'm super excited about Arch Manning coming in to run the game.
I saw you post that.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun.
Do your kids get into it too?
2 of the 3 kiddos are
Okay.
really into the football
Okay.
games with me. But I love football culture too, and just all that you can learn from it.
Yeah.
Like it'd be a dream of mine as I'm doing all this speaking stuff to be able to go speak at Texas football. That would be so awesome.
That was actually going to be
and
my
I
next
love
question.
the environment of college athletics, right?
Okay.
So I've done some engagements with the Texans, which is really cool and fun. Love it. But anytime I've gone to a college to speak to a football program, it's just different.
Yeah.
The game is so much bigger than the professional game.
Yeah.
The culture, the mindset, the buy-in. I mean, it's even just like, I mean, you can see it when you're watching a game on TV, right? A college football game is going to have over 100,000 fans present at one of the bigger institutions.
And they seem so much more passionate.
They're
about
emotionally invested every down. It's like,
Yeah.
if you win, I'm on cloud 9. If you lose, my heart's broken.
Right.
Yeah.
Pro sports, it's like a half-empty stadium. People who are there didn't buy the ticket. Their job gave them the tickets this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's cool. So do you feel like there's more opportunity as far as like being able to engage like the whole mindset starting there, right? Because I mean, kids are obviously more susceptible to being taught and trained and whatever. So is that partly why you feel like that would be a dream, because you feel like you can impact people more, or what? What do you think?
yeah, I mean, part of it, if I'm just totally honest on a personal level,
Yeah.
just my love for it.
Okay.
Like, it means a lot to me. Like, there's
Okay.
like fulfillment there, right? But then also, yes, I think that there is more impact to be made at the collegiate level than the professional level, because college sports is a game of opportunity, right?
Okay.
You have people who are dreaming of making it to the next level.
Right.
Whereas in the NFL, it's like, we've arrived. This is
Okay.
the next level.
I get it,
Right.
yeah.
If I don't blow out a knee or get cut, I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus in college, you're like, man, if I can work on my skill set, I can honor the game plan enough, I can show up, I can have my big moments, I'm essentially auditioning for a chance to be drafted. If I get drafted, where might I go? Like,
Yeah.
how might that, like, it's a game of curiosity and possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I love that about it.
That's cool. That's cool.
As you're talking about it, specifically UT, I can see how much you love it, because you definitely get a little more like glitter in the eye, and like the smile gets a little bigger. When you're talking, like, as far as like if you were talking to like collegiate level versus like, you know, the Celtics or some of the pro athletes you've worked with, do you have to shift how you speak and like the kind of the message a little bit?
That's a great question. So for me, I am all about authenticity. And so I show up and I'm who I am. And if it doesn't land, I'll own it. It can be a dud, right? But what I can't do is like, ooh, how will I perform for this particular group or demographic?
Yeah.
Right? And so like I did a keynote speech today as a corporate group that I went to go speak with. And I showed up for them the same way I show up in an athletic space. And it's by choice. It's like I'm just going to be who I am. Now, what is presented information-wise could be different based on what the leaders of the organization are expressing as a need for their people. And I kind of have like a core message, but then I bend that like crazy to make sure that the people I'm connecting with feel connected with. I want to make sure it's not, because I think we've all seen examples of people. It's like, oh, you got cute 3 bullet points on the slides, and like you probably regurgitating something you've said to somebody else. I don't want any of that. I make it a socially connected environment.
Yeah.
So nobody's, checking their phone and getting a coffee break. Everybody's in the moment.
Do you kind of take the time, especially when it comes to a corporate thing, where you're really trying to get more intimate with individuals?
Yeah, for sure.
Before and after?
Yeah. I love connecting with people even one-on-one inside of a group setting. And so I'll like walk up to somebody and be like, hey, what's your name? Hey, answer this question for me.
Yeah.
And extract something from that question.
That's nice.
That can land for the whole group. It was actually really funny. I was telling James this just before we started, but I was speaking today. I'm really big on the idea of coaching, obviously being a coach and being coached. I think that anything you do in life, you should have a great coach for, right? I have a great marriage, and we go to a marriage counselor.
Okay.
I don't think people should be like, oh, I'm winning the game, so I'm going to stop going to practice.
Yeah.
I think that's dumb. Like, we need accountability and instruction in every area of life.
Yeah.
So I find myself, when I'm speaking, always referencing coaches, right? And so I'll be like, hey, my running coach said this. My pastor said that. Hey, my mindset coach says this. My business coach says that, right? So anyway, I get into this really cool story because I'm talking with people about the rhythm between rigor and rest, and how you can't always be at 100% at all times. You got to also honor a flow of cadence sometimes, not always by force, sometimes by flow. So I tell this story about 80-20 principle, and I'm talking about a hot Sunday fun day on the track, hitting 800-meter repeats. This guy comes up to me after speaking. He's like, hey, man, you referenced a run coach, and you talked about 800-meter repeats. Do you run with James? I was like, I absolutely
For real?
do. Yeah, he like totally just like picked up the vibe and like went for it. I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Look
So
at that,
small
James.
world moment.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at
Oh
that.
my gosh, you're
I have never been. I remember, and I think sometimes God works. Well, I know for a fact God works on our behalf, but I think sometimes He works on your behalf to save you from things sometimes. And I remember, like, when we first did, I brought up the Ninja Warrior thing. Like, we were all on the show and stuff. And the first season I got on, I actually never got a call or anything, but my wife did. And when they wanted to interview her, they wanted to do all this other stuff, and they didn't even call me back for my video or anything. So I was so sad and disappointed, And then my wife was talking to them, and she's like, "Oh, have you seen my husband's video?" And then 30 minutes later, I got a phone call, right? And so once I got on the show, I did pretty well, and they started doing all these features of me, and then I went as far as I went or what have you. In the second year, they immediately called me. I didn't even have to do a video, and they were like, "Make sure you're doing a video, da 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 da." And it felt like they were propping me up to be one of the ninjas they wanted to do.
Wow.
And getting ready for the season, I ended up hurting myself. I ruptured my Achilles.
Oh man.
So I didn't get to do the event, and then it all passed me by. Everybody else got famous. The show blew up. A lot of the friends that we have became staples on the show and things like that. And
people who were babies when we were there.
Yeah, for sure. So but over the next couple years, I transitioned away from doing that and got more into running and things like that. And I feel even though that injury was very disappointing, and it was something I really wanted to do that show, I feel God was preparing me and was taking me a different direction, because once I learned about the 80-20 principle and running and all that other stuff, it changed my complete concept of what training should look like. And it was really the foundation for what we build for BC. And so what seemed like a disappointment became something that has been a huge blessing, I think, not just for me, but for all the people that I feel we're able to connect with and impact. And so my goal has been, since we've done this, is to just try to pass that on.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to an extent. When you hear somebody, you're running at the track and you look over there and somebody's doing a runner stretch and they're twisting. Ain't nobody doing that. Where they got that from. They saw a video or something. Somebody, it's you know what I'm saying? It's somebody did something, they took that somewhere and that went somewhere else. And then you see someone randomly doing drills. And, I saw a running group the other day we were connected with, and they weren't doing them right, but they were doing all the drills that we do and stuff, right? And so there's it's a warm part in your heart where you're
those things.
we've impacted people.
Yeah, you've had impact.
We've
That's
had
great.
some sort of impact on them, and it's really I think that is the goal, not being famous or being known, but being impactful.
It's not necessarily the validation you receive. It's really more of the impact that you have.
Right.
And I love your story too, because it's you had an injury, but now you have increase, right? You got a setback that was the setup for a comeback, right? And that's not spoken in any cliche way. I know people are sick of platitudes and let's put some cute words on it. It's okay when life sucks. I think that there's something though to leaning into the hard thing that leads to the good thing.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't call you. They didn't have any interest. It took somebody speaking on your behalf.
Yeah.
Then you step into it. Now they're all about you. You have golden opportunity, and then an Achilles snaps, right?
Yeah.
The great urban philosopher Mike Jones once said, "Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me."
They all on me. That's it.
American Ninja Warriors changed their mind about James.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately the injury comes at an inopportune moment where you could have been part of that show blowing up. But then here we are, right?
Yeah.
You have an organization you lead well, people that you love well, and the fruits of your impact cannot be denied.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the story. It's kind of neat. Travis, he's actually just messaged me. He's at the gym right now. He just came to work out.
Let's go.
And it's been really cool to see the relationships that you meet and the people you connect with. Mike, on Tuesday, we were, this guy came up and he came with Laura, and she was like, "Oh, this is Mike," and we got to talking, and he came to it Tuesday. We were running a little bit, and then I was saying something. He's like, "Do you know Terry?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I go to his gym."
Uh-huh.
And
My guy Mike.
Yeah, so he was very complimentary of you. He was like, he loves your space, he loves everything, And so it's just so neat to see how how small the world really is. I mean, no matter how big it is, it's still not that big.
Right.
And the interactions you have with people, and that's why I think relationship is so important, is because the interactions you have no idea the impact you're going to make on maybe not that one person, but two people from here.
For sure.
And so we're all in this thing, and we're rubbing elbows and, rubbing shoulders and all this other stuff. And so I think life is too short and it's too hard for us not to try to uplift one another or, give, right? It's not about me, right?
Yeah.
It should be about, loving your brother, preferring your brother, things like that. And that can be hard sometimes.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, but I think it's such a better world when we're able to do that.
Yeah, and when you have like connection and community, it
Yeah.
changes the game, right?
does.
Like there's sort of a mindset module I teach, and it's the daily dose.
Okay.
So dose is an acronym for the 4 happy hormones, we call them: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, right?
Yeah.
And fitness gives you half that equation off the rip. You're going to get dopamine. That's the molecule of more, desire and reward. You seek to pursue something to get a reward from it. Like, you're like, I'm going to crush my workout today at the gym. And then you get to the finish line of that workout, no matter how bad it sucked, you're like, I feel so good. I can't wait to come back. Right?
Yeah.
You're also going to get endorphins. You had physical activity. Endorphins is short for endogenous morphine. Like, literally, your body produces its own form of naturally occurring morphine. You feel no pain. You feel good, a runner's high, right? But then oxytocin and serotonin are dependent on other humans and how they interact with you, right? So oxytocin is the same hormone that's secreted at birth between a new baby and the birthing mother. It's connection. There's no connection greater than 2 humans who are simultaneously secreting oxytocin.
Yeah.
So this is like a moment at Sunday Fun Day when James says, get into your pace groups. And I remember one guy who I really respect a ton for his pace. He walks over to me. He's like, I think you're kind of fast. I want to get in your group. I was like, oh, that feels good. And we have this sense of new connection. Or the way I view Carlos, like I said before, like finding out that he isn't my age. And in fact, he gives me a benchmark to strive toward at his age.
Yeah.
Right. I feel a sense of connection, right? Serotonin comes from somebody asked a big question that wasn't a yes or no question. Or they treated you kindly. They accepted you. They asked how you're doing and didn't want the answer, oh, I'm fine. They wanted to really know how you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's something to that, right? Where if you can give somebody their daily dose, you're not just giving them a butt-kicking workout. You're doing that with the element of love and connection happening, right?
Yeah.
And so it creates that ripple effect of community, right?
That's awesome.
Where I'm up here doing the podcast and my High Rocks Doubles teammate Travis is downstairs in the gym getting his
it out.
grind on, right?
That's it. That's
You're
it.
sipping on your espresso.
Yeah. Thanks for the espresso, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome, man. I'm sure they told you because they think I'm bougie, but
Oh,
like-
no, I told him
oh, okay, I see.
about
So-
how the espresso came to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we went to Europe, like I came back with a few new. This dude came back full of gelato,
Yes.
and with a new addiction, and I bought an espresso machine. So
You can't blame a person for coming back from Europe with an affinity for gelato.
This is true. No,
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you.
Although I will say,
Feel
I appreciate you bringing the coffee back. You know what I'm saying?
You're welcome. That's
You
what I
know?
do, right? And I don't do
You
now.
sent up the call like, hey, do you want any sweeteners? It's like, no. I like
You're a man's
my
man.
coffee to taste like coffee.
That's how he rolls.
I want my coffee. I like my coffee like I like my woman.
Okay.
Black,
I knew you were going to say
strong,
that. Yeah.
and beautiful.
There you go.
I'll take it just
Is your
like
wife
this.
going to listen to this? I hope.
Yeah, she'll listen to it.
Actually, and James also has a affinity for $100 steaks.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and it.
was
Yes.
It was a $60
I was
steak.
wondering if that was
first
going
of
to work
all,
its way in the
Oh,
story.
always.
it was a $60 steak. First of all, and on top of that, all I had was a steak. This dude, he had pasta. I think he had a pizza. He had an appetizer, and he had dessert. But nobody wants to remember all that.
I was walking a lot.
Okay,
I was
see.
in my off season. I was in bulking season then.
Championships were over with.
Championships
Yeah.
are over.
It's time
I
to
was
set a new foundation.
Just,
build
yes,
some.
just
I get
relax.
you. I get
That is, by the way, the best feeling. Like you race in another city.
Yes.
And after the race, you go and just experience the food culture of that
Yes.
city.
I love that.
Racing New York
good.
City was so fire.
Oh wow.
And Travis and I went and got some pizza, like New York street pizza. So good.
They're all looking at me
Do you
like,
agree? Do you agree, James?
well,
Do
you know what?
agree?
Just to say the opposite of that, it's almost the worst feeling when you do that post race meal and it's not a good meal. It's
Yeah,
almost such a-
for sure.
That's the point.
That's true.
That
Yeah.
was it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
it's like I should have had a big burger.
Yep.
You went to that sushi in Dallas.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
place was just bad. I mean, it was just like, oh, it's like because that's like your big
Oh, that's right, y'all
meal,
went
your
to
first
sushi.
meal. Yeah, so that
I get
was
spoiled in Dallas. So my sister lives in Dallas, and I got a thing for Asian food. Like I'll
Me
tear up a really good fried rice.
Yeah.
And after a race, when I'm depleted, give me the carbs, right?
Yeah.
So my sister, I'll go stay at her house, and I'll come back from a race, and she'll time it up. She knows about what time I'm going to get there after the race, and it's waiting for me. It's like a big
Wow.
old. It's nothing fancy. It's just a to-go box lined with foil. It's got a little lime wedge waiting to be squeezed on that rice, and it is the most garlicky,
These
spicy,
are the most considerate
salty,
people I've ever met in my life.
fried
I know.
rice.
Really good people in your life. We gotta
Goodness. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm like, and
we gotta step up
this
the
is
game
like a
for
whole
each
nother
other.
level of
I know,
post race eating right there.
Oh,
Not even have to
it's so
wait.
good.
You just run right back there. Food's ready. Oh,
All I'm thinking about is like I get home from a race or whatever, and I walk in, and I'm like, "Hey, babe, what's going on?" She's like, "Oh, nothing." I was like, "What's for dinner?" "I don't know. What are you making?" So I'm just thinking, it'd be nice if I came home with some wedges and some foil and some stuff. My wife's gonna listen to this too.
Yeah, we're all like sitting there dreaming. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, there's the down days too, right? You race in Houston, and it's like, the kids are like, one wants Tex-Mex and the other wants pizza. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're just going to go to Iguana Joe's up the street. And
Yeah, no, for sure. No, we were actually talking about last night. I got home and my daughter and I are sitting there, and like, I'm trying to find things that I'm trying to get my daughter to be like more engaged in different things, right? I'm trying to get her to finish things, not just start them.
No, it's
great.
great.
And find things that she's interested in, and that we can kind of like I can do with her. And so, I like to cook. I like trying new things, and I don't do anything simple. I am bougie, but like we were sitting there, and my daughter's asking me a question about like some steak some guy was making, and she was asking if we could do that or how will we do that, and she's like, mommy wouldn't make that. I was like, no. She's like, no, mommy doesn't like good food. And I was like, yes, she does. And then I can hear my wife in the other room, if I'm not the one making it. So she's like, because she eats to survive. That's bottom line. Like a lot of women,
that's how my wife is
live
too.
off
She's
girl
not
dinner.
picky.
Yeah.
She's not a foodie.
doesn't matter. I'll eat a sandwich, she'll do whatever, and I'm not doing that.
Does Ashley do a lot of girl dinners?
No, I mean, I just kind of cook for the squad,
Okay.
and I'll
That's it.
keep us eating relatively clean and healthy, and then also put in something fun every now and then, and no complaints from her.
There you go.
Like,
Nice.
she makes the grocery list. I go buy the groceries. I'll put in the stuff that I want to cook for the week for us.
Yeah.
Kind of add that in. And then, I mean, she can live on a meal prep of, I'll air fry some chicken thighs and chop them up with some veggies, and she's happy, right?
Yeah.
But then also, if I'm putting together like a meal, she's all about it. Zero complaints.
I love it. My mother-in-law has been staying with us the last week or so. She had hip surgery. So just be aware, when you get up in age, it may be something you have to deal with. So,
Ouch.
I was gonna wish Gaga a healthy recovery.
oh yeah,
So,
she's doing
yes,
well. She's
okay,
doing well. She's living her
perfect.
best life. But like, so I mean, maybe she didn't. I think she knew, but I don't think she realized to what extent. So, I'll get home and I'll cook dinner and stuff. And so the other night, either last night or the night before, my daughter was taking her food tour in her room, and I could hear her, and she's like, "Do y'all eat like this every night?" And she's like, "But of course, Gaga, but of course." I was like, "Where'd she talk like that from?"
That's
Whatever.
awesome.
So it was just so funny, just thinking that my daughter is becoming extremely spoiled because her standards,
Palate is high.
Her palate is very.
That girl, I've gone to like a sushi place with them, and she like wants all the sushi. Or was it, what did she order? She ordered something that was kind of bougie. Was it sushi?
I don't know. Depends on where we're at.
We were at the one over by Lowe's or Home Depot.
Oh, Sushi Haya.
That one.
It's like the all-you-can-eat sushi.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Right.
nice.
So there's no, whatever you want, whenever
Yeah.
you want it. Yeah.
She
so.
wants steak. She likes ribs, right?
She likes everything that's
Everything.
meat based. Yes.
Yeah.
She's,
That's great.
she's not a plant based athlete.
Yeah.
She's a meat based
My
athlete.
middle child is like that.
She wouldn't survive with me.
My guy Trenton, he's 6, but he eats like he's 36. So number one, his
Puts it
appetite
down.
is huge. Like
Yeah.
he'll keep eating.
Yeah.
And 2, he wants like sophisticated stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I'm making him a sandwich, it's not just like lunch meat. It's like, can I do like barbecue chicken with that spicy sauce? We need some pickles and then like some tomatoes from Nona's garden.
My guy, I like it.
okay.
wow.
Yeah. I like it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I do fear for like my daughter's boyfriends or anybody she's going to be with because,
She better marry a chef.
I mean, she can cook. She'll be able to cook. So she made a French omelet the other day.
Oh, let's go.
I was
wow.
very impressed, right? It's just, it just means it's like not fully, it's not like crispy. You know, like a lot of times it'll be
It's
brown
not
on one
cooked all the
side,
way
it's rolled through.
Yeah.
And I was
Well, that's
highly
good for you,
impressed.
Dad, because then she will have standards. She'll be like,
Yes,
boy,
that's
don't
the
you
goal.
try to take me to the restaurant up the street. I'm trying to get this Chilean sea bass."
Exactly. You better believe it. You better believe
She's
it.
not about a hot pocket.
Well, she'll eat a hot pocket.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
not- I mean, she's all about the junk. I'm trying to get her off that kind of stuff,
okay.
though. Like that's, that's.
Has she been to Gaucho de Sol?
she has.
No, that's dangerous.
Well, I took her to Texas de Brazil.
Okay.
So I think that place is better. But that was like, she was amazed by that place. She's like, Daddy, they just keep bringing out swords. I was like, yes, baby, as long as you keep it green, they'll keep coming. She's like, well, we're never turning this over. I was like, we're going to need to at some point. You're going to be really full. So, yeah. So do you have, with the big goals you got coming up?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have or the big events you got coming up? You have big goals?
Yeah.
What's the ultimate?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I don't have simply quantified goals where it's like, I want to hit this mark. Right now, where I'm at right now, and this could change. Right now, I'm just on a journey of becoming.
Okay.
And I don't mean that in some woo-woo way. It's not meant to be evasive of results-oriented thinking. But right now, my mission is to become the best version of myself. So I have a real clear picture of what that looks like.
Okay.
And every day I'm trying to walk in that direction, right?
Awesome.
So it's less of outcome-oriented goals, really more of process-oriented goals.
Nice.
So instead of saying, I want to podium this race or I want to land that speaking engagement, it's really like, man, I want to be in full integrity with myself and honor my game plan. I want to take up my weekly zone 2 running mileage so I have more access to better speed workouts and better VO2 max, and I want that to show up with me on race day. I want to do better research, read more books, have great conversations, be able to show up to speaking engagements sharp and on point, and be able to really authentically connect with the people in front of me. That's really where my goals are right now.
I like that. That's awesome.
It's pretty inspiring having that clear picture.
Yeah.
Where you want to be at. There's not a lot of people know what that end game where they want to be at. So
well, I think a lot of people have a clear picture of what they a desire that they might have.
Yep.
But they have zero concept or idea of how to get there, or if they even see a roadmap, it might be a little too overwhelming for them.
For sure.
Right? Like this is too much for me to do.
And I think we get into a fixed mindset.
Yeah.
Like if your goal is numerical, it's metric, it's super trackable, which these are good things, by the way. I believe we should aspire to, hey, lose X amount of pounds, finish your race in X amount of minutes. Those are great, right? But my conversation with you, James, in New York, where Travis and I just finished, we got our PR.
Yep.
It was so fun, but we had this number we wanted to hit at finish time, and we did not hit that number.
Right.
I remember having the conversation with you, and I had this immediate mindset reframe. We're like, this was our goal, but this is what we did. But ultimately, it was a PR. And you're like, okay, so you moved up in division. Everything was heavier, and you finished faster. Clearly, you're faster and stronger.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a victory, right?
Frame.
But I think we get into a fixed mindset where we're so stuck on a certain outcome, and we forget that we don't have control over outcomes. We have control over our effort, but not the outcome that effort will earn for us, right? And so a fixed mindset says my circumstance is my ceiling. I'm going to live and die by this number, and if I miss this number, I've failed, right? As if it wasn't worthwhile to train for it and show up for it and to successfully do it. But a growth mindset says my circumstance is information connected to opportunity. And this is where you can get real curious, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, I have this little framework I work through where the route to get to a growth mindset is grace, grit, and gratitude.
I like it.
So I study a lot of work from this guy named Trevor Moawad. He wrote a book called It Takes What It Takes. And he studied the mindset of elite performers and coaches when they were in against all odds scenarios. So 2 minutes left in the game and your team is losing. What do you do to get a win? So Nick Saban, greatest college football coach of all time, talked about how he would have a total grace moment. I'm forgiving myself for the mistakes I've made today. I'm forgiving my own athletes for dumb decisions they've made. I'm forgiving the referees for some bad call that put us in a situation we shouldn't even be in.
Right.
I'm forgiving every hater in the stands, right? There's a total blank slate moment where there's no animosity. Then there was grit, just having that dog mentality. We're here for the work, no matter what that work earns us. Win or lose, lay my head on the pillow knowing I showed up. And then gratitude, just being in that place of total gratitude, right? Greg McCune says, when you focus on what you lack, you lose what you have. When you focus on what you have, you gain what you lack.
Yeah.
Therefore, gratitude is a superpower. It turns whatever you have into enough, right?
Yeah.
So I find in my life, when I have grace, grit, and gratitude, I always find myself in growth.
Yeah.
I always find a path forward. Suddenly the run cadence looks better. Suddenly I'm able to be more successful in anything I put my hand to. I'm able to change my mind, change my life.
Yeah.
When
I feel like I'm getting coached right now.
I
I'm
was
loving
gonna
it.
say, man.
This dude might. I mean, you could probably take up an offering right now if you wanted to. This dude's over here. Give him 5 more minutes.
You better be careful. We're gonna put Terry in your chair.
Oh man, this is the
wow.
Run with James show. Calm down. Okay, it's not the
that-
Running with Lauren show.
Oh.
Okay, you need to be careful because he may be in your
He
chair.
could be in my.
These are
honestly,
the chairs that may get
honestly,
replaced.
I might give my chair up for him.
No,
I'm
no,
very
no,
much
no.
enjoying.
I mean, I'm just honored to be a 4th chair today. This is cool.
I'm very much enjoying this conversation.
So,
Hey, you're doing too good. Calm down.
Relax. We need you to-
no. Hold on. What did you say? Not threatened.
Yeah,
Thrilled.
thrilled, not threatened.
Right.
Yeah.
Thrilled, not
100%.
threatened.
I'm-
Be thrilled.
I need you to stumble your
I'm
words
saying.
a little
I'm
more.
thrilled. He's gonna be leaving soon, isn't he? It's 100% a joke. I liked what he said about when he does the speaking engagements. He's not afraid to mention other coaches' names.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing. A lot of times I'm saying I'm repeating. This is what my coach has me do. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to be in front of my athletes or people I'm training and be afraid. Hey, this is not. I'm getting coached the same way.
Yeah.
I am coachable too. It's not that these are my ideas. I'm just like, these are the, principles of BC Fitness. This is what James has taught me. So I've been, an athlete of his for, 5 years, maybe more. So it's kind of, I'm not afraid to, pass the, compliments on or where the source came from. Like, I don't have to be, insecure of this information came from me. You guys don't,
And honestly, I think you're more trustworthy for that.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
For being in collaboration and not competition.
Yeah.
If I find somebody's bad mouthing somebody else, I'm like, I don't really trust you as far as I can throw you, right?
for sure.
But for the person that's humble enough to be able to express, like, oh man, what I'm up to, like I'm learning this from somebody else. Like you should talk to my OG, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like, dude, I totally trust that person.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think with this, I love the grace, grit, and gratitude, the concept and the idea. So I wish I was cool like that. I wish I could, when I started using words, like they would actually work together. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, my words they conflict with one another, and I sound.
Hey, your words work.
Yeah,
Look, in your cadence lives rent free
That's it.
in
They're
my
very
head.
elementary. That's what I tell our pastor. He's a genius. He's brilliant, and he's written all these books. And every time he talks, I tell him all the time, I'm like, dude, I got to have. Like half the time, I've got to get the Googles out so that I can figure out what words you're using. For the longest time, I thought you were just making up words. I'm not going to lie to you. So, but I was like, I like to take what he says and then I just dumb it down, because I'm not that smart. So I like to make it very understandable and very simple and very plain. But I love it when people can articulate. I wish I could articulate like that. It's beautiful. It's in my brain. It sounds really good, but when it comes out through my lips, not so well. Right? So I love hearing those types of things because they really connect with you.
Yeah.
But then you can hold on to them, right? Because they flow really well and they just make sense. And they're those things. The Bible talks about building these altars. So there's these moments in your life where something just stands out, and so you build this altar so that when whatever happens, you look back at that altar and you're reminded of what God did for you.
You've memorialized a moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of times what I'm doing in coaching, right? So if you're hurting in an event or not an event, but if you're hurting in your training, well, when you go to an event, you remind yourself, well, I've felt this before.
Yeah.
This isn't new. This isn't a surprise. I've felt this before. What did I do in my training to get past this? Oh, yeah, that's right. Coach James was screaming at me, quicken your cadence, drive your knees, pick up your heels, or take a deep breath, right? Or, make sure you're fueling properly. And so it's there's these moments that you kind of build throughout training, and that helps to
really
solidify your mindset
Yeah.
in the event itself.
For sure.
So
facts.
I love the idea, what you're saying, as far as definitely you want to set goals. Definitely you want to try to attain goals. Definitely want to challenge yourself. But it's not so much about where you're going as much as how you get there.
For sure.
And loving that process.
Yeah.
Learning,
being consistent
and growing.
in the process.
Yeah.
Just showing up.
Yeah.
Right? Great athletes will have bad days.
Yeah.
But they continue to show up.
Right.
Kobe Bryant said, whether I make or miss, the next shot is what did he say? Inconsequential, because I dare to shoot again.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to shoot again.
You know what I mean? Living in that infinite groove of I just keep showing up. Or Dylan Scott, the elite High Rocks athlete,
Yeah.
he says, be inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Inevitability is a big word.
Yeah, it is.
If a hurricane warning comes across the TV headline, you're like, oh, this is inevitable. It's
Yeah.
coming, and I need to prepare right now.
That's right.
And so to have that mindset of inevitability, and it lets you look back at your training, right? Like I'm in a high rocks race doing burpees, like, no, Coach James hazed me with burpees. Like I should file assault charges for the amount of burpees I had to do in that hot field
Yeah.
Oh
to
my
the
gosh,
50 and back to the
dang.
end zone.
Yeah.
These race day burpees,
You're
it's
welcome.
significantly fewer meters.
You're
like
welcome.
I can get through anything.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
It helps you
Burpees
to
are the
be
gift that keeps
consistent.
on
It helps you
giving
to be
something.
inevitable. It helps you to say, dang it, I'm showing up.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful.
So I have a question. So if you, maybe something that can help people who are listening, if you're coaching athletes or coaching corporate, do you have a certain exercise or something that you recommend to people if they are if they're stuck, if they're having a hard time seeing the picture or moving forward? Do you have anything that works for you as far as a visualization tool or anything?
That's a great question. A lot of times I'll take it to core values. When people feel stuck, I think they need to be reminded of purpose and their why. So there's this quote. It gets attributed to a ton of people. Nobody really knows where it originated. They'll attribute it to Nietzsche or Viktor Frankl or Les Brown, but it's essentially the same as many times as it's been spoken. It's he who has a strong enough why can endure almost any how. And I think when people feel stuck, what they're really saying is how. How do I get past this roadblock? How do I achieve this big goal? How do I find it in me to bring this thing I'm dreaming of into reality, right? You got to find the why to get through the how. Okay. And reminding people of core values has been really big for me. So I do this exercise where I have people imagine they have 3 very fragile glass balls in their hand. Okay. We're talking super fragile, like glass Christmas ornaments. Have you ever been in somebody's house? They have glass Christmas ornaments, but you're like watching a dog run around and a toddler, and you're like,
nervous.
Why didn't they get the plastic one? Something's going to shatter here.
Yes.
So imagine yourself holding 3 of those very fragile glass balls. We're talking like if one of them drops, it's going to shatter. There's no way of putting it back together. Yeah. There's a 4th glass ball on a table in front of you. It's worth, let's call it $20 million, right? Or
Laura's
like
freaking out.
I am. I'm already
she's
like
stressed out right now.
You're stressing
think
her out.
about like the dream of like financial wealth and generational impact and what you could do with that amount of money.
Guys,
right?
I do Christmas decorating. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm living real fear here.
Okay. Now imagine you're holding these 3 balls and you're told to pick up the 4th ball, which you cannot fit in this hand at the same time, but you're not allowed to use a second hand.
Oh, well.
So one question I'll ask people is, what are these 3 things that are in your hand currently, such that as you eye that 4th thing, suddenly it's no longer worth it? So you could have money, you could have wealth, you could have power and privilege, or you could have these 3 things that you value, but they're fragile, right? So for some people, it's going to be like their family, or it's going to be, community, or whatever it is that people value. What this exercise helps you to do is you're determining, like, what are the 3 things, like, I wouldn't give up for money, I wouldn't sell my soul for, right? And when you have that strong connection to your values, it helps you to find another gear so you can get up and go and endure that how.
I like that. I was very stressed for a second, but I like how you brought it back to a calm place. I like that.
I think that's good, mainly because I think sometimes people don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't think people, especially in the culture we live in today, I think that's probably one of the biggest struggles people have, is they don't know what they value.
Yeah,
What are
head
the
down,
most
scrolling, getting through life,
And they're just
clock
day
in,
by day.
clock out, live
Yeah.
paycheck to paycheck, like not really thinking about like, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? What matters to me deeply?
Yeah.
But when we do, it brings you into a place of gratitude and fulfillment where you're like, dude, money's dope, and I kind of wish I didn't have to stress about bills, but ultimately what I have is so much better than money.
Right. No, for sure. No, I'm very blessed because God's put a lot of people and a lot of opportunity in my life where I've been able to have those types of values and those very beautifully articulate relationships that are tough more times than they're not, but they're something that I wouldn't want to give up. You know what I'm saying? Because they refine me, they challenge me. They've helped me learn patience. They've helped me to learn how to handle people better, how to handle myself better, how to handle my daughter, and things of that nature. And so, like those values that you're not willing to put down to pick up some $20 million thing. Yeah. I think understanding and knowing what those are. Like I would even say that you want to take those things when you figure it out and write them down.
Yeah, for sure.
Put them down somewhere and put it somewhere where you can see it on a regular basis, so that because it's easy to. I am fascinated by how easily our brains, how easily we forget what's important to us.
For sure.
And so, like when we're reminded of the things that we value or the things that are that we're working for, right? The big picture. I think sometimes the things that stress us out the most, the things that we worry about the most, the things that that so easily beset us, we're like, oh, you know what? That's not that big a deal, or that's not that important. And this is what I should be focused on. This is what I should be concerned with and working toward. And so sometimes just writing it down and having it visually available at all times can help so much, I feel like.
Yeah. Game changer.
Yeah.
You keep the vision in front of you. You have something to focus on. You have those reminders to carry with you. And in those tough moments, you have something you can access that pushes you through.
That's it. You know, I heard this thing one time that said vision leaks. And so the concept of that is just that even though you have a vision or you have a mission, sometimes it's really easy, like as your head's down and you're working, like it starts leaking and you start slowly fading away from it. So you have to be constantly like focused on the vision or on the mission. You have to be reminded of what the vision and what the mission is to keep you on mission, to keep you moving forward. There was I was listening, it was basically a book I was reading about, and it was specifically a ministry book, but it applies to so many things of your life that if you have a vision or you have a mission on hand, keep the main thing, right? So
good.
Yeah.
No, I was just picturing it.
I was everyone just kind of looked at Carlos, just kind of sitting there.
No, I was just kind of thinking like just picturing like a picture, just the colors leaking out. If you're not, that's just how I'm thinking about it. Like an etch a sketch, just slowly that picture's going away. If you're not focused on it, I'm learning a lot here.
Yeah,
I've taken this as
I love it. Well, Terry, thank you so much, man, for coming on. I keep talking to you. Just let you know.
No doubt. Thank you for having me. This is fun.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. So, why don't you let them where can they see you? Where can they follow you? Throw the stuff out.
Yeah, sure. On Instagram, I'm Terry the Trainer. Easy to find, super simple. It's TERRY, the Trainer. No underscores or anything to it. Hit me up. Let's connect.
Awesome. And are you going to be speaking anywhere soon? Anything where people might see you or connect with you or anything like that? Or
that's a great question. Yeah. So I have a couple of engagements coming up that won't be here local. So nothing like new, great, and exciting.
We're worldwide, man. We're worldwide. They're listening to us all over the world. So let them know where it's going to be.
Well, listen, hit me on Instagram.
Okay.
Let's link up. And there will be things that are shared in the coming days.
Nice.
That could be kind of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. What?
I know you're looking at me like you're about to say something. You said, all right.
Oh, no. It was all.
And that's how we do, guys.
We're gonna just end on
we
an
do everything we
note.
can to we're going to blow your mind. We're going to give you all this wonderful wealth of knowledge. And then right when you think it couldn't get any better, we're going to make it awkward. And we're going to blow it up just so you know we're regular people living lives just like you.
We gotta kind of always be true to the truth.
We're on brand right now.
That's it. Keep it on brand. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I'm very appreciative of you coming in. I enjoyed our conversation. I've learned a lot. I don't know.
I loved it.
I've loved it.
I'm inspired over here.
I'm learning from you guys.
I'm over here taking notes, just so you know. I'm going to be regurgitating and stealing some of this stuff. I got to preach, actually, on Sunday.
Okay.
So if you watch it online, you may just know.
Hey, there we go.
You might be able to
there's no stealing. I don't own any of this stuff.
No, of course not. No,
we
borrow.
We lead from the place of our learnings.
That's exactly
Don't worry. I'll be there, and I'll be like, Coach Terry said that.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than speaking. I actually have a friend of mine that every time I would do some sort of speaking engagement, if he would come, he would heckle me.
Oh yeah,
from the crowd. I'm like, bro, no, that's not what your friend is supposed to do to you. You're not supposed to heckle your friend.
Right, we could talk about this over brunch after.
Yeah,
okay?
It's like, what the crud is going on here, man? So please don't heckle me.
I won't heckle.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, and then if you repeat it a few times, it becomes yours. See, the first time you say it, you're like, my friend so and so once said.
Yeah.
Then the second time you said, someone once said.
Yes.
And then that third time you say it, you say, like I always said.
Yeah. No, it's gonna happen.
You got it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a Sunday, probably about 3 months from now. I'm gonna be like, guys, I just want to, remind everybody what I always say. It's all about that grace, that grit, and that gratitude. And you're going to twist your head or whatever, and I'm not even going to look at you.
He'll be honored.
I'm going to give you no kudos whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to look the opposite direction because I don't want to feel guilty about taking it.
That's great.
But no, man, it's been awesome. I really appreciate it. I'm sure people are also enjoying it as well. If you have enjoyed Terry, please make sure you go out following. Make sure you check out all of his stuff. And then obviously in the comments below, let us know how much you enjoyed it because, we don't have a lot of guests. right? That was actually one of the things when we started the podcast. I remember we were having our meeting, like what's the podcast going to be about? And you can correct me if I'm wrong. I know that's like one of your favorite things to do. It's like,
Don't worry, I will.
I think
She's ready.
someone was like, yeah, we're going to have guests all the time. And we're like, no. I don't want to be a guest driven podcast, right? I want us to we're going to be, who we are. And
Love
then every
that.
now and then we'll sprinkle in some guests or whatever.
That's
So
cool.
when we do have a guest, I want you to know it's because we really like them. I get emails all the time about people being on the show.
He sends them to me, and then we'll kind of discuss them, and some of them are like, no.
Most of the time.
And you know what? Sometimes a guest won't leave.
Yeah. And that's partly why.
That's gets stuck in a chair.
That's partly why, because sometimes they just lock in.
I
and
just
they
come
won't.
at this time. They actually don't really want me on here. I know to show up. I have a key to the gym.
And he shows up on time, so I mean that's half the battle,
that's half the
basically.
battle.
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep this guy around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the chair's empty otherwise, so it looks weird on TV. So
I'm a face.
but no, I really do appreciate you coming in, man, and taking the time to be here.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Likewise. Appreciate you guys.
And I appreciate you coming to the track every Sunday and keeping that positive energy.
Hey,
You
try
keep
to
the
do
vibe
the best
high,
I
man.
can.
Hey, his run form's looking good on the
It's looking
drills.
real good.
Hey,
Drill,
I'm working. Thank you.
On the transition, I saw him one day. I was like, it was a great transition from the marching to the high knees to the run. I was like, look at that.
Man, and I appreciate it. I'm working on that.
Dude, that's probably to me. I mean, you're a coach. You know how it feels when
Yeah.
you see someone take something you've been trying to communicate and it clicks and you start seeing the improvements.
Feels good.
That's heartwarming.
Yeah.
The chest gets out a little bit. Your form gets a little better.
There you go.
So
That's
it's always
good.
encouraging to see that. So that's awesome. So, but thanks, guys. I appreciate you for coming in today. Obviously, you can check us out as well on Instagram and on the Facebooks and on YouTube at Running with James. You can also follow Lauren at The Backyard Bohemian. You can follow Don Carlito at Los 200. And then you can check me out as well at mybcfit.com or what's my other one?
BC Coach James.
BC Coach James. That's it. So
My job to remember these things.
that's why I keep you around, because you're amazing at it. So also, I want to toss this out, guys. By the time you hear this, we've got maybe 2 weeks left before the High Rocks training
We
technique.
have a
clinic?
High Rocks run, the technique clinic. Yes,
August 23rd.
August 23rd.
So I think we have maybe 20 spots left. Maybe. I don't even know if it's that
Yeah.
many. I saw several people signed up today.
Nice.
So if you want to be a part of that, we're going to be talking we're going to hit every station, techniques, training tips. We're also going to hit running as well a little bit. There'll be interaction, so you'll be able to touch stuff. We have several coaches here that'll be working with everybody. And then afterwards, we're inviting everybody out. We're going to do a little social afterwards that everyone can come and be a part of. Even if you don't come to the technique clinic, you can still come to that because
it's our birthday.
It is.
Let's go.
It
Happy
is.
It's our 8th birthday.
It is. BC Fitness, 8 years.
James was
Amazing.
he was gonna go right over that. It's our 8th birthday.
I mean, maybe I was going to do it. You always cut me off before I can get to it.
because you were taking a long time to get there.
Well, I talk too much. And
You're
that's-
taking a really long
That's my
time.
curse. That's because I like to build that anticipation, and I don't know,
I'm really thinking we need that playoff music just in case.
wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap
To
it up.
wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Have it
Carlos
on
in
the
the
button.
back.
Yeah,
I
just have
agree.
it on the button just in case.
I agree.
Just-
You're right. You're right. I don't know why.
I'm gonna get somebody a shepherd's hook. How they used to do the shepherd's hook, pull people off the stage.
Like at the Apollo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's talking about Showtime at the Apollo.
Yes.
type
if you
thing,
come
yeah.
out and dance like that.
Yeah, wear a clown outfit and grab a hook. Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm showing our age now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, is that show's not on anymore? Is
No,
it?
I don't think
No, I don't think so.
don't
That
think
was
so.
a great show.
That was a good show. I just watching people just get swept off. I love that so much. So, but thanks guys for coming in. If you have the ability to support the show, you can do it 2 different ways. You can do it, number 1, by becoming a Patreon member. Patrons get extra access to additional content. And then at the end of the year, we try to do something special for you. And then you can also go to mybcfit.com, hit that get your gear tab, and you can get some pretty sweet swag, some pretty sweet gear that will honestly, I know I make these promises, but it's only because I've seen it happen. Literally, it will make you 10% faster.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Just got my first BC Fit singlet.
He did.
I was moving.
He was. It doesn't work on endurance, right? Because that's aerobic foundation. But it will literally make you 10% faster and 30% hotter.
Look good, feel good, play good.
That's exactly
Nice.
right.
Scientific
100%.
facts.
that.
Scientifically
that's science.
tested. Yeah, it's science.
That's science. Men of science.
Man of science.
So, but thanks, guys. Once again, it's always a privilege and an honor when you come in and check us out. So if you're not following us already on all the platforms, please do so. And then feel free to rate that show 5 stars. We only accept 5-star reviews, just so you know. Any other review is unnecessary. So we love you guys. We appreciate you. And remember, when you change your mind,
You change your life.
Yeah, my man. Yeah.
We didn't practice that. I'm really glad he caught on to
No, he knew.
at him.
I was ready.
He
I
said he
understood
watched
the
it.
assignment.
He does listen. I wasn't sure if he knew he was going to do it.
Change your mind, change your life.